Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Kyle Orvis. This is the Orvo Show, everything sports. Today I want to talk about fighting in the NHL. It's a huge topic that's come up a lot over the last couple years. Always will come up. The thing with fighting in the NHL is I firmly believe that it should stay in the NHL. I love watching fighting. Who doesn't? Two guys duking it out. What gets better than that? That goes back all the way to the gladiator days. People have loved it. People have loved it for a very long time. It can change momentum in a game. Huge. A simple fight could completely turn a game around and energize your team if you guys are down. That's a plus side that I see. And just fighting is fun to watch. Player safety on that hand, a lot of people say, fighting is terrible. Player safety, guys are getting pulled down. The thing with that is, yeah, it's going to happen, okay? It's part of playing the sport. All these leagues are making rule changes, and it's completely changing the sport. These guys sign up to play a game. They get paid millions and millions of dollars to play a game that, personally, I pay to play these sports. So, on that sense, I would love to be a professional athlete. Am I? No. But these guys get paid to play the sport. Now, there are rule changes I do agree on. That's a whole another discussion. As an athlete, fighting in the NHL, I believe, needs to stay. There are so many skilled players in the NHL these days. Just to list a few, you got guys like Crosby, Stamkos, Ovechkin, Tavares, Patrick Kane. The list goes on and on. All these guys are absolutely phenomenal athletes, amazing hockey players, crazy skilled. Fighting in the NHL protects these players. And when I say that, I mean you're always going to have not necessarily goons, but bruisers in the NHL. There's going to be guys who are skilled but throw their body around a lot. The problem with that is, as a team who's facing Pittsburgh Penguins and Sidney Crosby, Sidney Crosby can win a game by himself. He's that skilled of a player, and he showcased it a lot. I love Sidney Crosby. I think he's amazing. Gretzky level, that's a whole other discussion as well. I'd love to hear the comments on that one. But nonetheless, you have to protect guys like Sidney Crosby and Steven Stamkos, Ovechkin. You have to protect these guys. What's to stop a bruiser from taking all these cheap shots on guys like that? It happens in the league now. Never mind if you took fighting out of the league and made those guys face them. When you take fighting out of the league, if I'm a bruiser and I see Sidney Crosby on their team, yeah, I'm going to take cheap shots. That's one thing. If I know I'm not going to get beat up for doing it, what's the problem then? I'm going to take even more cheap shots at these guys. The NHL needs to protect these skilled players. Fighting in the NHL, I love it as a fan and as an athlete. These players need to be protected. You have guys who are going to throw their body around, beat up players, take all these cheap shots, and who's to stop these guys from doing that? As a bruiser, if you're facing guys like Crosby, and you know you're going to get beat up, you're not going to take those as many cheap shots. There still are cheap shots, obviously. I'm not saying there aren't, but there's going to be an increased amount because guys know they're not going to get beat up. If you take fighting out of the NHL, it gives guys freedom to throw the body around. And instead of getting beat up, more players are going to throw the body around and take cheap shots at other skilled players on the opposing teams. And it's just a big snowball effect. I don't believe in it. You have to keep fighting in the NHL. You have to protect these players. I know I've said it 10 times already, but it's a simple fact. There's so many people that say fighting is dangerous, fighting is this and that. Yeah, sure it is. Sports are dangerous. The problem is, with fighting out of the NHL, I actually believe it adds more danger because guys are going to play recklessly. The NFL has done some good things with their rule changes, and they've done some bad things. But fighting in the NHL has to stay to protect the players. I'd love to create a discussion. I'd love to hear comments and stuff on what you think. But as a quick little video blog, I'm telling you right now, fighting in the NHL should stay, and I believe it will. I want to see the gloves drop. I want to keep seeing it for the rest of my life. I'd love to be 80 years old watching a hockey game and seeing two guys just beat the heck out of each other. Anyways, I hope this causes a bit of a discussion. That's it for this topic. I'm going to keep creating these awesome topics for you. And you can follow me on Twitter at KyleOrvo85. Follow me on Tumblr. Everything will be in the description. Check it out. Hope to see you guys soon. Take care.